Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. For everyone in our fabulous IX Global Tribe, welcome to our very first VIP 100 class. We are so excited about this project, and actually I'd like to give really great credit to Ricky Mansfield from the Empire team, because he was the one that instigated all of this and got us all together. So we are so thrilled that that team understands the importance of getting started right. And for those of you that know me, I am Jana Jorgenson. I live on Vancouver Island in British Columbia, Canada. And I've been in the networking arena, profession, industry for over 40 years. And a lot of it has been incredible personal growth. It's been because of what we're doing today, getting started right. And, you know, getting started, it doesn't mean you have to do it right at the beginning. You can do it after 20 years. You can do it after 5 months. You can do it after 2 years. Getting started just means creating good habits again and doing something different. And because this profession has evolved so much over the last 10 years, and I would say drastically over the last 20 months. We're doing business differently around the world, and it's going to just get better and better. So you can start again anytime you wish. There's no time limit to it. And the secret is just, it's a mindset. It's just changing your mind about what you're already doing, because it's maybe not working so well. So, you know, it's like that definition of insanity, you know, doing the same thing and it's not working and expecting different results. It's just not logical. It's just not logical. And we've all done it. Believe me, I've made massive mistakes, and what I'm teaching you today was something that I needed to learn. And I started learning it about, my goodness, in the 90s, but it really evolved after 2010 for me. The why and the getting started, and to do it fast. So there are little things that can speed up your development and the development of your team and your tribe and your people so much. And they're very simple, but they're really important. So we were working on a document right now. It's not marketing ready, and we want it to be marketing ready so that you can just pull it off and print it out and give it to your new people and actually work through it. We had one, you know, several years ago on our team when we did a run, and it was just literally just 1 page, which is really nice. This might be just back and front or 2 pages. And that's because we want people to just concentrate on what's going to give them success the fastest, right? What's going to give them the most results in the shortest period of time. And it doesn't mean that what they're doing is going to last forever, those people maybe that they bring on board. And that's one of the things too that we have to accept. Not every single person that you bring on board with great enthusiasm is going to do what you are doing, because, you know, you've got it ingrained in you. You own the passion and everything that you have to do this business. And this is a business. So we want to make it profitable, right? Yes? Yes, no, maybe, yes, good. We want it to be profitable, because profitable is fun. Profitable gives us more stories to tell. Profitable gives us, you know, examples to share with income. And, you know, like I said, it doesn't matter if you haven't done it up till this point. You can do it today. You can change how it's working for you today simply by following the little steps. So our document is going to be called The Road to VIP 100. And there's a quote on it that says, the secret to getting ahead is getting started. And that was said by Mark Twain. So it kind of makes sense, because if you don't get started, nothing's going to happen. And it all is part of evolvement. And I must tell you that in the last few months, I've learned more from an outside source in terms of our capability with our DNA and our capability with our ascension, with what's happening on planet Earth. And yeah, oh my goodness, Jana, what are you talking about? Whoa, whoa. It's happening, people, whether you know it or not. So you can either choose to accept it and ascend and become better. This is the perfect timing for what we're doing. Or you don't have to. But I think it's pretty fun knowing that we have that potential. Our DNA right now has the potential to go massively ahead of any technology, anything that we have ever learned thus far. So isn't that exciting? That in itself is super exciting. So we're going to start with the first step, and it always is about the why. And the reason it's so important is it's about you and your goals and what drives you and what are your passions. What do you want to achieve in this business? Because this business encompasses a community that's so vast and that will go global right before your very eyes. One day you'll be talking to someone, and the next day that someone will be talking to someone, and they call you to do a three-way call or to have a little get together, to have a meetup, and they will be from another country. And you will go, how on earth did that happen? That's how fast it will happen. And it's going to get faster and faster. So we have the capability in IX Global to massively evolve in a lot of the developing countries, in India, Africa, Southeast Asia, South America, Latin America. So any connections that you have in those areas is going to be so vitally important for them and for you. But if you make it for them first, if it's about their why, because they need this desperately. People, they need this desperately. Their incomes are so low, you know, they have lack of food. We can provide income for them quickly so they can actually eat well or have clean water. You know, that's like, I can't get into that too much. I can't talk about it too much because, you know, my team will know I'll start crying because this is my passion, helping people around the world achieve greatness in their life and achieve a better lifestyle, because we offer this to them on a golden platter here at IX. This is the first company in over 40 years where I've seen a compensation plan or a business plan, because if you started a business, I would expect that you would have some kind of business plan. You wouldn't just go down the street and lease a building and not know what you were going to do. That wouldn't be very wise. So you need a business plan. And the business plan that we offer with IX is state of the art, bar none, the best I've ever seen in 40 years for you to create leverage. Beach money is what I like to call it, because I love the beach. And you can work on the beaches of the world. And we will be. We'll be working in the Seychelles Islands, in the Mauritius, in Bali, you know, in Hawaii, in Spain, in Portugal, in the Algarve, you know, in the Mediterranean, on your yacht. Yes, you will be. If you take this seriously and do it right for other people, and it starts with your why. So when I did my why initially, you know, it seemed, you know, I was afraid, right? I didn't even know what I wanted. And I had to, you know, question myself. But once you start writing it down, once you start articulating your why, and I'm going to give you a few pointers to get started, because this is an exercise that will not just take you an hour or a few hours. The first time that I actually started writing it down, it took me 9 hours straight. And I did it with a friend in the business with me. And we were in Boca Raton, Florida, and we had to do it before we went to a board meeting for a company we were with. It came out of the blue. I got an email saying you had to have this done by tomorrow. And I'm like, what? Oh my God. I've never like written it down. You just kind of think, oh yeah, well, I'd like to have a new house, or, you know, I'd like to start a foundation for children. You know, it's all in your head. But until you write it down, when you articulate it and write it on paper, it comes to life, people. You create a life for this, because it's about that attraction principle, that physical law. Thought, you're thinking about it. Word, you write it down. Action, it starts to create something. It starts to create something because you get to look at it, read it, and talk about it. And that's why you need to write it down. And, you know, we suggest that you put it somewhere where you can read it every day, or if it gets very long, like mine is now, it's like a book. You know, it takes me about 5 minutes to read it. So I have to, you know, it's on my phone and I can read it every day. And by reading it every day, you can start to manifest and co-create everything. Yes, co-create, because that's what you're doing all the time. You're co-creating. I just learned this actually very recently. I thought I was creating. I'm co-creating. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. So here are a few of the words that will help you do this. If time and money weren't an issue, if time and money weren't an issue at all, what would you like to be? What would you like to do? What would you like to have? And who or what would you like to contribute to? Those 4 things are vitally important to your why. And you'll start out and you'll write some things down. But here's how you need to write it. You need to write it in a state of being. In other words, you don't say, I want to have a new car. No, you can't ask for it. You've got to be grateful for it first. You already have it. You have it. It's parked in your driveway. Go look. It's there. You have to be grateful for it, and then it will be created, co-created. That's how it works. So it's a little complicated at first because, you know, you get a bit confused with it, but it's so clear when you start writing it down. And then when you start applying the knowledge that you've learned by writing this down and sharing it, and talk to it, talk to people about it. You know, don't be embarrassed about it. You have to have a lot of self-love. Okay, it starts with self-love. You've got to look in that mirror and love who you see right now, because you are an amazing, incredible, fabulous, intelligent, kind, caring, generous co-creator. You are that person. So the 4 things again, okay, write it down. Yes, I will. I'll say it again. What would you like to do? Or pardon me, who would you like to be? Because that's first. You got to be, it goes in that order, people. You know, it's kind of like when people tell you, you know, it's about body, mind, and spirit. You know, make sure you include body, mind, and spirit. It's completely wrong. They tried to confuse us because body has nothing to do with it. It's spirit. It's spirit, mind, and body. That's the way it goes. It's spirit. It's your energy. It's your physical law of attraction that is going to make this happen. You are going to co-create this and manifest everything. So who would you like to be? What would you like to do? What would you like to have? That comes third. It's be, do, have, contribute. What would you like to contribute? Be, do, have, contribute. The reason it has to be in that order is because that's why Spirit will help you to co-create this. If you try and keep it in this 3D world, you will be always wanting. The universe will say, oh, she wants that. Oh, she wants. Well, we better make sure she wants it. Oh, yeah, well, she wants it. Well, she wants it. Yeah, well, she wants it. She wants it. Yeah, we're going to make sure she wants it. No, I am an inspirational leader, co-creating to help people create magical abundance of all good things in their lives. That might be your mission statement. You see, there are many aspects of it. We couldn't even get into all of it in one day. This is why you'll find out how long it takes. I've done three full 3-day workshops on the why, like over the years. And you can't even believe it. You're so exhausted at the end of the day because you put so much effort into it, because this is your life. People, this is your life. People plan and spend more time planning their vacation than they do their life. We have to just think bigger. And when you write these things down, here's another little tip. You can multiply that outcome by anything you wish. You can multiply that income by 10, by 100, by 1,000, by 10,000. Oh yeah, you can. Be grateful for it in the now, and it will start to manifest. So that's why, you see, in the beginning, we're always afraid because we think, oh, what if I don't reach my goal? It doesn't matter. Have any of you ever done a treasure map before? Like a real treasure map? Go, get a magazine, cut out pictures and quotes and different sayings and put it on a big, huge piece of, cardboard or a picture frame. Yeah. Most of us have done that if we've been in the industry for a long time. But if you haven't, believe me, use the be, do, have, and contribute. Get the magazines, cut out the pictures, spend an entire day doing it. I've done this so many times. And believe me, when you look at that map, because that becomes your roadmap to your success, when you look back at that, you're going to already be there. You already have most of those things, and you'll already be doing all of those things, and you will be that person. It's magic. It's absolutely magical because you've put the word and thought into action. It's a picture. You can see it. And it's an incredible thing. So that's the important thing about the why. That's why I wanted to spend a lot of time on that. So you're going, oh my goodness, but what about the rest? Okay, so when you get started to go to VIP 100, I would assume, and I'm saying assume because you know what? Some people, maybe they don't want to, or they're too afraid yet to get started and to get to VIP 100. And that's okay. We can take them gently. But if we've done some of the important things first, and that is qualifying your prospect before we make the list. So thinking about it, but not judging. I'm not saying judge because sometimes people will surprise you. They will, all of a sudden, the timing's perfect. You might know them and have talked to them, a year ago or 6 months ago, or even 6 weeks ago, and they were happy and everything was great. And then all of a sudden you just think something in your mind, you have to use your instinct and your intuition because your DNA is expanding right now, people. It's multiplied right now. I know you don't know this and you don't believe me, but some of us do know this. Your DNA is expanding massively right now. You are capable of doing this more than ever before. more than ever before. So when you qualify your prospect, what is a qualified prospect? And we're going to have this on our fast start sheet. So don't worry if you don't get it absolutely perfect, but there are 3 things in a qualified prospect to look for. So these would be 3 questions that you might do when you make your list. And we want you to make your list right away because we want you to be able to enroll 3 teammates as quickly as possible, or 3 business partners as quickly as possible, so that you can be VIP 100 and you can get that bonus and have your membership covered. They're offering it to you. So take it. It's part of the business plan. So you will then, if you make this list and you do it properly, I promise you, you could be VIP 100 within 7 days or less. So the first question you're going to ask your prospect or think about when you're making your list is, are they open to the idea of making money above and beyond what they're currently earning? Are they open and willing and ready? That's question number 1. Number 2, do they have goals, dreams, and desires to be, do, have, and or contribute more in their life? Do they? Or are they just couch potatoes that don't like to do anything? When they, maybe they're busy at work and they come home and they just go, no, I just tune out when I come home. Okay. That's not a likely prospect, people, because we've been told over the years, and I know this because I've done it. I've pushed people in, I've dragged them in, I've pulled them in, and I've sold them in. And when you do that, you will push, pull, sell, drag them around for the rest of their time. Yeah. It's not fun. It's fun. You become a babysitter. And I don't know if you have little children or grown children, but mine are grown. So I don't mind babysitting my grandchildren, but not those big ones. No, not anymore. So it's really important that people have this. They have dreams, goals, and desires. They tell you, you say to them, what can you share with me some of the things that you're interested in, or that you'd like to do, you'd like to be, where you'd like to travel, who you'd like to help? And believe me, they'll open up. And that's the start of your relationship. That's the start of really what's going to glue you into a really great relationship. And the third one is, are they willing to spend a little money to make money? And are they willing to work to make it happen? Because there's always that little 4-letter word, W-O-R-K. If they don't like work or extra work, then they are not going to do this, people. You'll be so frustrated. So they have to be people who are willing to do that. And then when you make your list of 20 people, and what I suggest you do, and we can make this available to you on our team, is get Eric Worre's The Ultimate Memory Jogger. This is actually a 70-page document. So don't be afraid of it, but it will be your friend, because the more people you put in that folder, because I have mine in the binder, and you will be able to go back to people 2 years after you talk to them, and they'll be ready. So it's a very valuable part of your business. It's your contact list. And you can go, you can start writing names down. I say, don't do 20, do 100, or go in your phone and write everyone's name down. Everyone, because they might have a niece or nephew or a daughter or a friend that is looking. And you don't have to ask them if they're ready. You can say to them, Marianne, I know this isn't for you, and you've said it a million times to me, and I appreciate that and I respect it. But, do you know anyone that might be looking to make additional income right now? She's going to go say, as a matter of fact, I just got off the phone. Like, don't be surprised, because this is what happens when you don't, you're not judgmental, but you want to get started with some people that you can help right away. That's why we say, try and find some qualified prospects in the beginning, because there's going to be all sorts of different people that join your business. There'll be, the late bloomers. They just kind of sit around for a long time and they're just taking in information, but they're loving it. They're loving being part of the community. They're loving to be part of your team. They're your friends. Building this community is a huge job. It's like building a giant brand new football stadium. Until we can have the game, they have to build the stadium. And then there's all these seats that they have to put in. And then what do they have to do? They have to put people in seats or there's no game, right? So that's all we're doing. We're building the foundation by doing all these right steps. So, don't judge it. In the memory jogger, you'll find a page that is very valuable and it lists all the different occupations of people. So even if your phone doesn't have everybody that you know, because it probably won't, you can look at all the different occupations of different people and you can go, oh yeah, I remember that guy. I met him at the coffee shop. He's a realtor. And he said, he was really, interested in, Forex trading. And I wasn't doing that then. So it's always going to change and evolve. So make this fun and be serious about it. Make it your business. So then when you start to invite these people, we have some scripts that we're going to share with you because we have an ecosystem. Our product base is not like a normal network marketing company. We differ in that we have such a banquet table to offer with additional income streams. Keeping in mind that the foremost one is building your community, because your enrollment tree, and I can't get into this today because there's so much to it. But believe me, when I start breaking down the compensation plan for you so you can understand why I'm saying, please don't limit yourself to 3 people. Make your list big, keep expanding on your list and keep enrolling people, because you will get stuck somewhere if you don't. You will get stuck and your income will either stay or revert back. And then you'll go forward and it'll revert back. Why? Because we work in a 4-week cycle and you have to know that every month that's changing the action dates of people. So when you thought you were counting on that person to be one of your 3, all of a sudden now you only have 2. But I have 3, but not for the close of this month, honey. You've only got 2. Well, how can that be? We're a 4-week cycle. You've got to understand the mechanics of our business. The math is super important. So, we've got some examples here, and I'm just going to read them out to you so that you have an idea. This is about our product, about Forex. Hey, I have a question. Do you do anything with Forex or cryptocurrency currently? Just real simple. Hey, do you make money on your phone? Could be as simple as that. And they'll say, well, why? Well, the reason I ask you is I just started learning with this new company and it's really incredible. I wanted to show it to you because I'm loving it. Do you have 20 minutes to watch a short video? Yeah, I do. Great. I'll call you after. Well, I won't be able to do it till tonight. Okay, can I call you in the morning? Sure. Always, always make it about them and make it easy. Don't push. Just make it so that they will take a look. Richard Bliss Brooke teaches this all the time. Let them, don't try and sell them, push them, drag them into your deal. Just let them take a look. See if they'll take a look. So that's kind of the product thing. Then the business script example is this. I just started a new business and I'm super excited about it. This is going to be really big. I can feel it. I know it. And I thought of you. If I sent you a short video, would you watch it and give me your thoughts? This could be on the phone. Try and do it live though. And don't do it on a voice message. The voice message should be, I've got something really exciting to talk to you about. When can you get back to me? Or can you call me as soon as possible? You want to talk to them. Don't be afraid to talk to them. People need that connection more than ever. They need to hear your voice. You know, this is funny. I met somebody new on Telegram yesterday, and at first I wasn't too interested because they said, hello, you know, how are you doing? And what do you do? But they didn't just say hello, because you know, you get those ones, they go, hello. So I write back, hi. And they go, hello. And I'm like, is that all you got? Like, you're a weirdo, gone. Like, you know, it's just not enough. I mean, I'd never say to someone, hello. Like, what the hell? Oh, sorry. But it's just like ridiculous. You know, I'd say, hi, you know, I saw your comment on such and such a channel, and it really intrigues me. You know, I'd love to talk to you more about it. And I usually use something that I do. It has to be something in common with me. It's not just random out of the blue. Like, oh, I like your pink shirt, you know. Like it's got to be something really with some substance. So when you do this, you will attract some great people. So I started this conversation, and it actually got very interesting. He's in the Netherlands. He has a construction company, and he saw a comment of mine on, but he didn't say that in the beginning, right? So it got to that eventually, and he goes, I just like, he says, what do you do? And so I told him, he goes, oh, I've never heard of that. And I said, a lot of people haven't, but you know, a lot of people will in the next 10 years. In fact, in the next few years, there's going to be millions of people joining us. And he went, really? And like this, and but then, you know, it was just texting. So, and I hate that. I just hate that. I'm not a texter. So I decided to leave a voice message. So I just, you know, I started laughing at something he said, and then I left a voice message, and right away he left a voice message back. Oh, wow, I really love your voice, and I love the, you know, what you were talking about, because it sounds different than it does on paper. That's why you have to read your why out loud to yourself, because it won't take effect. It won't co-create. It won't be manifest. It won't become anything until you do that. Right? So remember, the goal is simply to get them to take a look. Take a look at a quick video or something, and, you know, don't send them the, you know, a 35-minute presentation, because they won't watch it in the beginning. And hopefully in the next little while, we'll have some great little, you know, capture videos that we're going to get going on that will capture their attention. That won't be the whole thing, because it's really, really hard to do. And then, of course, when they're open and they're ready and you want to follow up, you have to call and ask them and get an agreed upon time. It's really important. And then if they've watched the video, you want to say, what did you like best? You know, hey, Lisa, what did you like best about that video? I thought it was fabulous. And they're going to tell you. And then you have some conversation. And you'll get into topics, and then you can turn it around and put it back to make it about them. It's always about them. People, I was so privy that I came into this industry at the end of some of the lives of some of the greatest mentors and coaches in the world. The likes of Jim Rohn, the likes of Og Mandino, the likes of Zig Ziglar. And I have never, ever forgotten what they taught me. I was able to be a part of some of their live seminars, and it is so incredible. So one of the things that I want to leave you with, because you're going to have your 1, 2, 3 before you know it. You're going to have your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and more before you know it, is please take the time to watch this. It's called Building Your Network Marketing Business by Jim Rohn. It's 1 hour. It is the greatest hour that you will ever spend. And I can just, I'll get the link for you. Let me just see if I can find it here. I'm going to get you the link, and I'll put it in our little chat here. Okay, let's see if we can put it here. Okay, it's on YouTube. You can watch it on YouTube, this very one. You'll see this. The person was great. All they did was play the recording word for word, word for word. It's worth it. I've listened to this hundreds of times. It's in my car. to this day, and I can listen to it whenever I want, because it's so valuable. It tells you everything you need to do in 1 hour. I don't know how he manages this, but he does. It's unbelievable. So with that, people, we've gone over, I'm sorry, but I have had the incredible pleasure of being here with you. And although we haven't gotten into a discussion, which I know we're going to have in the future, we're going to have questions and discussions. I know you've got a lot of things to think about and work with, but you know, do this for you. Do this for you, and do this for your why. Do this for your family or anything that's important to you, because it will change your life. It will absolutely change your life. It will change your mindset. You'll wake up happy. You'll know that you're co-creating, and you'll manifest everything that you desire. But you must build your community. You must fill those seats, people. If you don't, you're missing out on a 6-figure income that is sitting here on a golden platter. Joe Martinez wants to pay you 8,000 plus bonus dollars a month. He's offered it to you. It's there. Are you going to take it? Yes? Can I have some? Okay, put a 6 in the comments if you are going to take that 8-figure or that $8,000 income. Because if you don't, somebody else is going to take it. Good. Thank you. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. I appreciate you. I know how difficult it is sometimes. I have those days as well. Believe me, I have those days as well. I have to start again. I've started again over the last 5 years, 4 times. So don't feel bad about it. It's a good thing. You just keep learning, and you just keep getting better at your game. And you're all leaders. You're all going to be at the very top. And I'm so grateful now that you're earning $8,000 bonuses a month. I'm so grateful for that. Proud of you. Thank you so much. Have a fabulous day. I'm Jana Jorgenson, and I'm going to be here with you all the way to the top, because you're going to be there. Bye for now.